Hello everybody, this is Eclipse Day and I figured I'd make a video. And what better specimen to choose than a gray guardian juniper. We're going to work on this guy today and see if the little lunar solar eclipse, something just creates a crazy flow, gets going, and it helps us style this tree. Probably not. But anyway, buckle up, hang on. Here we go. Wish me luck. Alright, hopefully we got enough lighting. We're on total eclipse day. It's noon. First thing, I've already got this thing raised up. I actually even put a little moss on this topsoil, cutting off the tags. This is a gray guardian juniper. It's the only one I've seen in person anyway. So I actually picked up a couple. I think this is the best of the two as far as that already has an initial, natural flow and movement going. I'm going to clean out the inside kind of like I would on any of the others. Cut off some of these long shoots going everywhere just to get a initial start headed which way we want to go with this thing. Always got a little bit of deadwood already. So I guess I'll just start by doing that by hand. Clean out some of this that growth coming right up off the, whether it be right here off inside right where the trunk and branch starts, or up off one of the branches coming out. I'll just clear that out around. And then it's hard to make out, but it's not a real dense tree, but there is quite a bit of that growth that still needs to be taken off, and then a lot of these shoots cut off. And then we've got a long one right here, hard to make out, that kind of cuts straight back across the tree. So I'll probably need to either just turn it to deadwood or take it completely out of the way and then trim it up after I get the tree cleared out a little bit more. Then you can always, like I do in the other videos, I guess you could call it underbrush or whatever that's up under here, this growth that's coming down, and kind of still letting it look like a bush instead of the beginnings of a tree. Go ahead and cut all that stuff off. Some of it will pull right off. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Get this guy opened up. You see that's already made a difference, just a little bit we've done. But I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll come back just to help shorten the video a little bit. Alright, this is going to be a pretty straightforward deal here. I'm going to cut most of these long shoots back past where the green growth is into where it turns back into wood. And some of these littler ones in here I'm going to take completely off, and then this long piece right here that comes up and way over here, I'm going to turn that into deadwood, and then we're going to style some of the branches after I get done with that. So I'll show you some of what I'm doing. Some of these are already kind of cut short and where they need to be, and so I'm just going to basically come in and now some of these I'm going to cut back more later, but like some of these down in here, I'm going to cut into right where pretty much what has grown so far, maybe a little further, just to shorten them up. I'm going to cut them down and back. This one I'll probably end up taking way down to here somewhere. I'll leave it for this second. Down here, I'll come back when we get done. Alright guys, before I go any further, I'll just show you a little spin around. This is what we're gonna work with this. I'll probably bring it back in here maybe. Might take it completely off, haven't decided yet. But this guy, this crazy one that's growing right here, and maybe even this guy, I may kill this whole thing off and we'll work with what's under the tree growing back up on top. And leave this guy as our top apex, maybe wire it just down a little bit. So still looking at it, but more than likely that's what I'll do. If you guys haven't seen me, you know, create deadwood, go back to probably any of my other videos with junipers, and you'll see a small little session in there where I do that. And I might show a little bit of it, but I might not either. Try to get this guy done. Alright, as you can see, I've taken off a lot of growth. I'm going to take it from here all the way up. It comes over to this one and then goes over to this one, and then I'll trim them back as I need to as I create the deadwood. But then we'll get done with that and I'll come back when I've got this turned into deadwood, and we'll look at the gins and see what we need to do from there, and then we'll go on to the rest of the branching we have left. So stay tuned. Getting closer. Alright guys, I hope you can make this out. I'm pretty much done. I just created this deadwood. All these limbs are natural. Now the only thing I'm going to change that I know right off the bat, I'll try to show you a view of what we're working with. This tree already has some crazy natural stuff going for it. I'm going to kind of leave it natural, except right here is very undesirable. There's like 3 branches coming out. I almost need to take away 2 of them, but this one is up here. At some point I'll wire and move it in a different spot. This one I'll probably move back a little, maybe eventually take one or the other out. But this guy right here, I'm going to do away with right now. I'm going to just cut it and then turn it into a gin, like shorter, kind of like these up there up here. But then other than that, I'll just turn this into a gin, and I'm going to leave this tree pretty much as is for right now. At some point I may take this off to like right here, you know, shorten the gin up, and same thing with at the back, and then this one of course a little bit. But for now, until I let this thing grow out, the only thing I may come back and do is wire this, maybe twist it a little more from down here back and then back up. I may do that. Alright guys, there you have it, our eclipse tree. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, help share the channel. Hopefully you like this video. Pretty cool tree. I would recommend getting one of these guys and trying them out. They've got pretty good movement and style already going for them. Just a little, I think just the one branch is all I wired and moved around. But anyway guys, thanks for watching.